Hello there, YouTube. Today is Thursday, I think it's June 12th. Out for an evening ride. I made an appointment for this bike at our Central Texas Power Sports. I've got a clicking in the front end. It's been driving me nuts for a while. God, I can even hear it when I hit the raised up paint on the road, but I think it's a steering stem bearing. So I made an appointment. I can't get in until the 25th, so I'll go drop it off over there and see what they can come up with. But that clicking's driving me nuts, and if it's a steering stem bearing, I want to get that replaced. I know it's a major job, so I'm not even going to try and do it. I've had the shocks off before, but I haven't had that entire tree or whatever that is off, so I'm going to let them do it. My wife just told me to trade it in, but I don't want to do that yet. I do want the Spider, but I don't want to trade this in. I still got a lot of life left in it. The motor's always perfect. It's always something else. You know, like the U-joint, the front U-joint, the shocks, you know, stuff like that. The motor will last forever, but it's all the other stuff that might go wrong and has gone wrong. And, well, not really has gone wrong. I got 77,000 miles on it. So really the most major thing I've done was shocks and a couple U-joints on the front, and that's about it. Oil, brakes, front brakes only. So anyway, made an appointment to get that done because it drives me crazy. And going on vacation in a couple days. We're going to head to Mexico. Not driving, of course, but we're going to go. A couple years ago we went to Cancun, and we take a vacation. Trying to do it every year or every couple years anyway, with the kids and the wives, their wives, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. And this time we're going to Puerto Vallarta, which is on the California side, so it's a heck of a lot longer flight, which I don't care for. I don't do well on long flights. I tend to get grouchy sitting in those seats forever. Maybe I'll take my Airhawk, if I remember my Airhawk, and I'll sit on my Airhawk. That will really help me. I'm sitting on it now, but so I might do that. That'll help. So we're heading there in a few days, couple days. Should be fun. Get some beach time. We always stay at the Hyatt Ziva, which is in Cancun. We stayed there. It was really nice, and they're so much cheaper than the Sandals resorts that we stayed at in Barbados. That was just extremely expensive, but it was nice. But the Hyatt Zivas are nice, and they're all-inclusive, and a little bit, about the half the price of the Sandals. So I told my wife I want to go to Cancun again, and maybe next year we'll go to Cancun. It's only like a 2-hour flight, 2.5-hour flight, tops. So anyway, getting a little long. Bye. Well, hello there again, YouTube. Had to stop and get my clear shield on. It's getting dark. What a beautiful evening, though. I remember when last time I rode, it was like 82, and I said it was beautiful out. The following night I rode, and it was 72, so it was even better. I think it's like 81 right now, so it's really cool. It's really nice. Evenings are beautiful to ride. I guess I'll head home and so so I don't hit any deer kind of coming out. Got to be careful to watch for them. That wouldn't be good. But anyway, beautiful ride. 81 degrees. Woohoo! It's actually, you hit cool spots. You're down in a valley and it gets like drops a couple more degrees. So anyway, beautiful evening. Bye. Hell there, YouTube. That clicking that I have in the front end, or on, if I feel it on the handlebars, I don't remember it starting until I put in all the high and low beam LEDs. But I've had it up on a jack before, and I checked the wheel bearings. I undid or loosened up the cinch bolts and the axle, and I moved it around, so I know it's not the wheel bearings. I had it up in the air and I moved the handlebars back and forth, and I can hear a little bit of clicking. So but there was never any play. I grabbed the wheel, pushed it in and out, pushed it in and out, see if I could feel any play or slop in the steering stem bearings, and I really just kind of felt a tiny bit maybe today, but I've never felt it before because I've had it up there before with all that clicking. So anyway, I made an appointment for the June 25th. Apparently they're really busy, and I'll take it in there and see what they can find, because if it's a steering stem bearing, I am not gonna take that off, take that apart. I'm gonna I'll pay somebody to do it, but it's a major, looks like a major, it was a major job doing the shocks myself. So I'm not gonna go any farther than that, disassemble the whole triple tree and all that crap. That's just way more than out of my pay range. I can do pretty much everything else. Well, not pretty much everything else. No motor stuff, transmission stuff. Well, I did change the gear oil in the back. But anyway, my wife, I already mentioned that, she said, well, just trade it in. I don't know. I might. Maybe I'll go over there and see what they'll give me for it. Who knows? Anyway, bye.